The equations. So the main thing, guys, when we're looking to solve an equation, we want to identify the LCD. So the LCD is what denominator is going to divide into for all of these. So this one's going to be x. So here we can factor this to x times x plus 1. So you can see that all these denominators have in common is an x plus 1. And then this one can be factored. So it's an x and x plus 1. So my LCD is x times x plus 1. And then you're just going to multiply it times every single term. So as long as you're multiplying everything in your equation by the same value, that's going to produce an equivalent equation. It's not going to change the value of the equation. Now, what's important about multiplying by your LCD is notice what happens. X divides into x times x plus 1, right? The x's will divide out. So that's going to leave me with a 2 times x plus 1. Here, my x plus 1s will divide out, leave me with a 1 times x. And then equals over here, my x and my x plus 1s both divide out. And that's just going to leave me with a 5. So now I have an equation that has no more denominators. So that's important to multiplying by your LCD is you're multiplying by something that your denominators are going to evenly divide into. And now you just have to do a little distributive property. Subtract the 2, you get a 3x equals 3. Divide by 3, and x is going to equal 1. Over here, you could do the same idea. You could also apply the cross product, which I don't like to do because students usually apply it incorrectly when they don't need to. But again, here, if you're looking for the LCD, now here they don't have anything in common. They don't have any factors in common, right? A is a variable that they have in common, but it's not a factor of a plus 2 and a minus 1. So if they don't have any factors in common, the LCD is simply just going to be the product of them too. So my LCD in this case is going to be a plus 2 and an a minus 1. See here, the factors that they had in common were an x and an x plus 2, right? Because those are other factors over there. So now when I multiply here, you can see this is why the cross product kind of works out, because you get the denominator multiplied by the other denominator. Okay, and therefore we go from here. So this is 21a minus 21 equals a 3a plus 6. Now here we have our variables on both sides. Well, to solve for your variables, you need to get them to the same side. Okay, and therefore I'll just use my inverse operation. So I get an 18a equals 27 divided by 18. A equals a 27 over 18, and then you're going to want to find a value that divides into the top and the bottom. Looks like that would be a 3, so that would be a 9 over 6. That's not going to work. What about a 9? That would be easier, wouldn't it? A 9 divides in 27 3 times, and 9 divides in 18 2. So there you go.